Okay. Good evening, Alma. I'm back with another video, which is the continuation of the chapter that we were doing, transportation in animals and plants. And in the last class, we talked about the circulation in humans. Particularly, we talked about the structure of heart, the four chambers of heart, and how do the exchange of gases takes place in between the blood vessels. Okay, and today I'd like to talk about working of heart. In the last class, also I told you about the working of heart, and to some extent, I gave you a flow chart. Today I'll give you some lines regarding it. Okay, I mean the exact lines that how does the heart work. Okay, so and I mean I'll be showing you this. I'll be making a video which is going to explain this hard thing like diagrammatically. Okay, so I'll upload that later. But yeah, for now let us do the theory part. Uh, yeah, so there is one fact that I have to start with. It is that weight of the human heart is 360 gram. Okay, it is 360 grams, and yeah, I mean if you weigh it, if you just it is like nearly about that. Okay, so if you just take the heart, you cannot just take out the heart from like a living person, I mean a live person, right? You have to uh, I mean people have done this kind of experiment with the dead people, okay, or the, you can say the dead bodies. So working of the heart. So the first point under this is the heart functions as a double pump. Okay, it's like a double pump, right? Impure deoxygenated blood from the veins flows into the right atrium of the heart. तो क्या होता है वो right atrium में flow करता है. Okay, it starts from there. पहले vena cava से, then it goes to the right atrium. Then from here the blood enters the right ventricle through an opening. जो opening क्या है यहाँ पे valve है. Okay, which is the tricuspid valve. Okay, there's a valve. If you don't want to learn the word tricuspid because in your book it is not mentioned, you can just say there's a valve, valve, valve. Okay, so through that it is entering what, the right ventricle, and the impure blood is transported from the right ventricle to the lungs by the pulmonary artery. ठीक है, तो impure blood मतलब जो भी blood cell से आया है which is rich in carbon dioxide or it is deoxygenated, that is being transported to these two parts, which is the right atrium, and then it is going to the right ventricle, and then it is going through the pulmonary artery, and then it's going to the lungs. Okay, ताकि वो lungs में what will happen, the exchange of gases will take place. Okay, exchange of gases, I mean initially it is like carbon dioxide rich, but carbon dioxide rich I mean blood, okay, whatever air is there, it will get exchanged with the oxygen. Okay, and yeah, now the blood will become oxygenated. Okay, it will be oxygen rich. So oxygen rich blood. Okay, one before that we have some more lines. Gaseous exchange takes place in the lungs. Okay, lungs में क्या होता है, वो gas वो जो gas का exchange होता है, right? The carbon dioxide and the between the carbon dioxide and the oxygen, तो वो होता है lungs में. Okay, the blood gives off carbon dioxide and takes in oxygen. तो blood अब क्या हो जाता है, rich in carbon dioxide. Initially it was rich in carbon dioxide, now it becomes rich in what, oxygen, right? So oxygen rich blood is carried to the left atrium by the pulmonary vein. अब pulmonary vein क्या करता है, लेफ्ट एट्रियम में उसको लेके जाता है. ओके, एंड फ्रॉम हियर व्हाट हैपेंस, फ्रॉम हियर द ब्लड फ्लोज थ्रू एन ओपनिंग, मतलब वॉल्व से. ठीक है, जो कि वी हैव दिस बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व और यू कैन से द मिट्रल वॉल्व. ओके, तो इसके पैसेज से होकर के ही गोज इट इनटू लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. Okay, now the left ventricle pumps oxygen rich blood to every part of the body through the aorta. अब इसके बाद क्या होता है, ये एक और valve से होकर के, which is the what, aortic valve, के हेल्प से ये aorta में enter करता है, और aorta क्या करता है, it transfers the blood into rest of the body, and this is the kind of cycle जो कि हो रहा है. Okay, it just keeps on repeating. Okay, and that's how the blood becomes oxygen rich. I mean, when it is not. Okay, I mean, whenever the cells, they use up that oxygen, and then only the carbon dioxide is left. Whatever I mean, carbon dioxide is left, it goes back to the lungs. वहाँ से वो oxygen rich होता है, and then again the same cycles goes on. Okay, and that's how this I mean, our body just functions. Okay, and we there is this there's a term that I wrote over here. It is like homeostasis. Okay, तो ये हमारा बॉडी को बैलेंस करने में हेल्प करता है. I'll talk about it in the excretory system part. Okay, so yeah, for now let me just stop it here, like this homeostasis thing. Next, what is happening, that the oxygen is then used by the cells, and the cells produces carbon dioxide. तो oxygen use हो जाएगा तो क्या बच जाएगा? It will produce carbon dioxide, right? The blood takes in carbon dioxide and returns to the left ventricle by the heart. So ये होता है cycle जो कि repeat होते रहता है. It just keeps on repeating, and the same cycles goes on forever. Next, what is heartbeat and pulse? The heart works by contracting and relaxing its muscles. So heart is made up of muscles. Okay, so क्या होता है, वो contracting और relaxing के help से होता है. The contraction and relaxation follows a rhythm called heartbeat. तो ये rhythm वो क्या बोलते हैं? We call it heartbeat. ठीक है? It's like the like lub dub kind of sound. It's not dhak dhak. Okay, it is like lub dub. I mean, what we studied in textbooks. Okay, so it is not dhak dhak. Okay, it is lub dub. I stammered here. Sorry for that. Next. Pulse. Okay, what is pulse here? Pulse is the throbbing sensation. What is the throbbing sensation? It is the pulse is a throbbing sensation of an artery. Artery जो हिलता है. Okay, it's like if you touch an artery, it will like vibrate. Okay, like kind of thing. Okay, if you touch it here, that's called a heartbeat. Okay, if you touch it here, so you can feel the heartbeat. But if you touch this veins, okay, which is not the vein, okay, the vessels in your hand or any part of the body, तो वो क्या होता है? That is an artery, जो कि वो you can feel the pulse. Okay, so people, I mean, whenever they have to check whether a person is alive or not, they just check the wrists. Okay, and people commit suicide also. So I'm not entailing it. Okay, but what they do, I'm just trying to just tell you what is the thing. Okay, please don't take this in a negative way. It is that people cut their what arteries. Okay, एक्चुअल में तो वो क्या होता है, वो जो ब्लड फ्लो होता है वो रुक जाता है, बिकॉज आर्टरीज दे कैरी व्हाट ऑक्सीजन रिच ब्लड. तो उसको रोकने से द ब्लड विल स्टॉप. आई मीन द बॉडी विल नॉट टेक द ब्लड फर्दर, एंड yeah, it will stop. I mean, all the blood will ooze out from that particular slit, and that's how I mean it will I mean the person will die ultimately, right? So a doctor uses an instrument called the stethoscope to listen to your heartbeat. Okay, the number of beats per minute is called the pulse rate. Okay, तो per minute का ये जो beat होता है, what do we call it? We call it pulse rate. So we talked about the heartbeat and the pulse rate. So now I'm going to talk about the lymphatic system in human beings. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you that this system is made up of lymphatic vessels or lymph vessels and lymph nodes. तो ये दो चीज से बना होता है. Now I'll tell you how the system works. Okay, what are these lymph vessels and lymph nodes? As the blood flows through the capillary, some of the plasma oozes out of the walls. Most of the fluids enters the lymph vessels and is drained back into the blood vessels. तो अब क्या होता है कि we know that there we have this artery, and there we have the vein, and then we have the capillaries in between, where the blood exchange is taking place. Okay, like the oxygen rich blood and the carbon dioxide rich blood, they both are exchanging. Okay, So capillaries is a session where it is happening, section where it is happening, and while it is uh, getting exchanged. So some of the plasma, because blood, one of the components of the blood is plasma as well. तो कुछ प्लाज्मा जो होता है जो कि कैपिलरी सेशन में वो ooze out हो जाता है, मतलब it just comes out of the capillary section and it goes into the spaces between them. तो अब वो spaces में क्या होता है, there are certain lymph vessels and lymph nodes also. It's like a wire kind of structure. It's also vessel kind of thing, okay? If you see the diagram of it, you will see the green color thing, okay? So those are lymph vessels, okay? Uh, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि before this blood is returned to the circulatory system, it is filtered through lymph nodes. तो lymph nodes होता है वहाँ पे lymph vessels के अंदर, and वो lymph nodes क्या करता है, lymph nodes contain special types of cells called lymphocytes, और lymphocytes जो कि lymph nodes में ये cell का type है जो कि lymph nodes में होता है, and these lymphocytes protects the human body from disease causing organisms and harmful substances. So it's like a protector, it's like a shield, it's kind of bodyguard to the body, okay? And वापस जो फ्लूइड जो लीक आउट हुआ है वापस वो जाने से पहले वो ये सारे सेल्स उसमें ऐड ऑन हो जाते हैं, एंड इट मेक्स द ब्लड मोर protective in nature, okay, like more I would say like a bodyguard, or like a it gets a shield, okay, and that's how it's like more immune to things, right? Now this is the a video for this part, okay, like we talked about the working of heart, we talked about heart rate and pulse rate, and heartbeat and pulse rate, and we talked about the lymphatic system. So this is the video for like this topic, and I'll upload the excretory system video separately. So yeah, just try to understand this portion, this bit, and let me know what doubts you have, okay? So I will see you in the next session of the video. Till then, bye.